The Patron Spirits Company and John Paul Mitchell Systems are two companies, as different as chalk and cheese. While the Patron is a popular brand of tequila products, Paul Mitchell Systems is known for their hair care and hairstyling products apart from its beauty schools. While the two products may not seem have to anything in common, they belong to a common founder, John Paul Jones DeJoria. John DeJoria was born on April 13, 1944 in Echo Park, Los Angeles as a second child in the household. His father was an Italian immigrant while his mother was a Greek immigrant. The lower middle-class family would often find it difficult to make ends meet. Their parents divorced when John was just 2 years old and their mother got their custody. When he was just 9, John began selling Christmas cards and newspapers with his older brother in tow, to support his family. He would get up at 4 a.m., go to the shop which sold newspapers, fold them and deliver them, and then get ready to school. John's mother was unable to support the livelihood of both the boys, due to which they were sent off to East Los Angeles foster home. John spent his growing years at Atwater Village and Revere. He attended the Atwater Elementary School and then finished his high schooling from John Marshall High School. During the course of his teens, he joined a street gang. It certainly didn't help. Once his high school teacher gave John an earful, stating that he would never succeed at anything in life. The teacher's harsh words hit John hard, and he decided to prove more to himself than anyone else, that he would surely create his own success story. He finished and graduated high school in the year 1962, after which he joined the U.S. Navy as the USS Hornet. Post his stint at Navy, he began doing odd jobs like that of a janitor, traveling salesman and insurance agent, to sustain himself financially. One of the jobs was at Collier's Encyclopedia, where John had to do a lot of cold calling. In his words, doors literally slam in your face, maybe 30, 40 doors before the first customer will actually talk to you and let you in. In those days in the mid-60s, these set of books were sold at $369 with a payment plan of $36.95. Not many were enthusiastic about buying them. John was in for tougher times, when his wife left his house because she was not ready to become a mother again. In the bargain, she took away all the savings that John had kept, and left their 2-year-old son behind. John was rendered penniless, homeless with a 2-year-old son to take care of. He was now ready to do any job. He even collected used Coke cans and bottles strewn along the road and sold them for 2 cents and 5 cents, depending on their size. He finally found a namesake of a house. He ended up sharing it with a biker friend. John was back as a salesman, his hunger and persistence driving him to achieve targets, more than anything else. Finally in the year 1971, he got a job at the Redken Laboratories as a sales representative. He worked hard for his position and even achieved a few promotions down the line, before he got fired from the job. He has mentioned in many interviews later that he was sacked from the job, owing to disagreements regarding the strategies for the company. John was fired for earning so much commission that he once surpassed the amount that his senior was earning. Naturally, due to ego clashes, he was fired. That day he decided that he would be his own boss. In the year 1980, John approached his friend Paul Mitchell, a hairstylist who was brimming with a business idea. Paul was struggling financially as well and they both decided to give a shot at business. They teamed up together to launch an array of hair care products. The business was started with $700. While Mitchell invested $350, John's mother, who had no idea of her son's status, gave another $350, precious money from her savings. In 2 weeks, Mitchell and DeJoria began working on the products. The two products were single application shampoo and a leave-in conditioner, that could enhance the blow-dry results. Soon enough, they got a financier who promised to fund $500,000 to their business. At that time, John was having problems with his second wife. He gave her all his money, probably assured that money would flow in from the sponsor to their hairstyling products. The money never came. John was penniless and homeless again. For the first 2 weeks, John slept in his car, and shared meals with Paul. The bills were due to be paid, and the guys had to act fast. John hit the road again, selling the shampoo and conditioner, door to door like he sold encyclopedias. He had seen enough to let setbacks get the better of him. Apart from house-to-house sales, John went to different beauty salons to market his products. The two guys persisted and never gave up on their dream. They focused on quality and delivery, and sure enough, in a decade's time, John Paul Mitchell was synonymous with hairstyling in beauty salons across the US. 9 years after the launch of the hair products and the gradual success, John launched his second company, Patron Spirits Company. He started the company with yet another friend of his, Martin Crowley. John asked Martin, working in an architectural business, to bring back a bottle of tequila from his Mexico trip, and eventually the idea for a company popped up out of nowhere. Martin loved the tequila he got from Mexico, and asked his buddy John to taste it. The latter found it to be really smooth. Martin said that he could make the drink smoother. He had in mind a mixologist who could enhance the flavor and consistency of the drink. The guys loved the bottle that Martin had bought. He said that he would put in the enhanced smooth drink, and sell in the same bottle, but with more attractive labeling. Martin wondered aloud if they could piece that idea as a business plan. John was more than willing, thus, the brand Patron was born. John had a 1,000 cases ready, which had 12,000 bottles. He looked at the business idea as experiment. He was not in it for money because Paul Mitchell was going great guns. Patron didn't seem to hit off in the first few years, but John wasn't disillusioned. For 10 years, he gave wings to his brand by gifting away the tequila bottle in special events like birthday, wedding, etc. Over the years, people began placing orders for Patron. The brand finally caught on when John's friend Clint Eastwood gave the tequila bottle 1 minute free placement in his movie In the Line of Fire. Today, Patron is the largest selling premium tequila in the US, selling more than 3.5 million bottles per year. John Paul DeJoria is now worth $3 billion. His wife Eloise and he proactively champion many philanthropic causes, like Food for Africa. He is a strong believer of the saying tough times don't last, tough people do. When John and Paul started their business, they pooled in extremely modest investment. He says, "We slept in our car." Inflation in 1980, when we started the company, was 12.5%. Interest rates were 20%. Unemployment in the United States was up to 10%. You can do it, no matter what you have. Once you survive in an economy like that, things are easier to take off. John believes that quality can take you places. He reiterates, make sure that your product or service is the best in terms of quality. And make it so good that people would want to buy it from you again. He believes in not taking rejections personally, having fought them for most of his life, personally as well as professionally. The cheerful billionaire sums up saying, if you are prepared for rejection, you will stay enthusiastic. The jobs are out there, you can get them. Cheers to that. Did you find this video helpful? If yes, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and press the bell icon for new videos.